Oh my goodness, everybody, this is Trails in the Sky, second chapter. Got a little tune there, but not very good. What are you gonna do? We are here, set up and ready to go dragon hunting. So last time, we participated in the big operation to take down that pesky dragon that Ouroboros has unleashed upon Libero. We were on board the Arsail, that's right, none other than the Arsail flagship of the fleet. And we were hanging out there with General Morgan and Captain Schwartz as we were observers, our team, the Bracers, Estelle and company. They were just observers. The army pulled off a daring, box-in plan to get that dragon, kind of shepherd it over Valyria Lake and then shoot it up with tranquilizers so the thing could get dropped in the ocean, the lake, duh, and collected by the army. And the plan went decently, I suppose. All that happened as planned. Unfortunately, the dragon did, recover faster than expected. Oh, sorry, sir. Just blocking the road. Recovered faster than expected and took back off to the skies. The Arsail gave chase, but couldn't catch it. It disappeared in the fog of Nabel Valley. So we are now ready to go over there to chase it down. We have some extra firepower here, as Agate has recovered from his wounds and Tita has returned. And they've gotten a new doohickey from Professor Russell that's been attached to Agate's sword. It should have the power to, stop a gospel. Kind of like that artifact that Kevin used to stop Canone's tank. However, we have been hit with one more side quest all of a sudden. Okay, about another monster to hunt, a fate spinner on the Ravenue Trail. And this is one of those moments where, gameplay and story don't exactly match in my mind. In my mind, this is the kind of critical situation where you'd kind of, be rushing to, solve the problem. We want to catch that dragon while it's still possibly wounded and, groggy from all the tranq darts and stuff. So, it seems, a bit ill-advised to, go on a completely different escapade, but I just can't help myself. We gotta do this job, I'm not feeling this one. Too many monsters. I was like, wait, nah. Ravenue Village. There we go. Now, I don't remember if Ravenue Trail refers to the road that's... Okay, well, no, it is already here. This kind of mountainous path as we're climbing up. There is more trail, behind the village, so... Not a hundo sure which one the game wants us to head up to, but... Yeah, you take a nap, sir. We'll do a little fight as a warm-up here. That'll get my juices flowing, I guess. Let's open up on the tuba thingy. Yeah, it's I've thought about that in the past as well, this. Sometimes it's not necessarily there's obvious gameplay and story don't match things. Take that. Death effects that can be undone in gameplay, but then in cutscenes, famously a character might die and you can't do anything about it. That's a famous thing. Cutscenes will have stuff happen that could be mitigated if it happened in a gameplay situation, but, cutscenes work under different logic. That's nothing new, I don't think. But there's also, sometimes it's I've noted this, games have, a sense of urgency, right? But then... Oh boy, we gotta start healing up here, I think. But then, the game still allows you to kind of chill out and not worry about the situation. Now, obviously there are urgent situations that are properly urgent where the game will be no, you can't go and do this or that or this, you gotta, deal with this situation. Or then there's a timer, you know? Like a straight-up timer, like you gotta do something before this timer runs out. Sure. But then you get situations like this, and it's like... You know, this would be a moment where I think it would be appropriate to put, like, you can't go anywhere else right now, you gotta go deal with this sitch with the dragon, but, it doesn't happen, and it's only my own, like, kind of verisimilitude which, struggles a little bit with this scenario, you know? Dang it. Can get, like, all three of them, like, without doing this, like, in the middle, which pushing them away. Oh, well. Ow. Oh, God. Scented stench. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Oh, dear. Let's pop a heal at this point. There we go. The one I, like, has, like, kind of been burned to my mind, like, I think I've told this story in some playthrough before, but whatever, here we are again, so, you know, okay. We'll share the story again, is I played Elder Scrolls Oblivion with a bunch of mods one time, like, this was like a year or two before Skyrim came out, like, I was like, alright, let's try this modded experience at last, after having only played vanilla Oblivion. So I sat down to play it, I got, like, a bunch of mods. Of course, one of them is the one which removes the scalable enemies. Like, you know, enemies in regular Oblivion scale to your level. Alright, we made it to Ravenue, and we did not bump into the Fate Spinner yet. Okay, well, I'm gonna rest up over here. So we're nice and healed up to take on this Fate Spinner. Running out of money here, but we'll manage. Now, the thing is, if you play Oblivion normally with that, like, limitation removed, you're gonna run into trouble really quickly, because the main quest enemies will also not be scaled to your level, which means you might bump into, like, way too tough enemies all of a sudden. And this will eventually come to a head, if nowhere else, in the Battle of Kvatch, where if you go into Kvatch, like, you're stuck in that combat situation, and there's gonna be, like, you know, demons that are way too high level for you to deal with, and you're gonna be helpless, but you gotta fight them all, so you're kind of stuck in that sequence. I looked up online, like, people discussing this mod, and, like, there were some people, like, you know, like, oh god, we gotta search all these forks, don't we? Okay. There were, like, people who had the same, like, situation as me, where, like, I'm completely stuck. Like, what am I supposed to do? This is impossible to, like, deal with all of these enemies that are way too high level. And the replies online were basically like, well, you're low level, you can't expect a low-level character to, you know, a low-level hero, like a beginner hero, obviously can't deal with this situation. What you gotta do is go adventuring, take that, and, like, you know, get levels and, like, you know, power up, and then you'll be able to, like, tackle this situation. Which, I guess, on the surface is fair, but that's where, like, the urgency thing comes in. Like, it's like, excuse me. If in the plot at that point, the Emperor has been assassinated, and you have found out the location of the heretofore unknown, like, heir to the Emperor, like his one, like, living son, like, that people didn't know about. But the forces of evil are conspiring to go after the Emperor's son as well, so you need to hurry to Kvatch to get to him before they can assassinate him as well, right? That's, you know, kind of what the plot is. Oh, hey, nice, level up for Olivier. We can swap somebody in once we get back to town. Good. That's what this plot is, and in that situation, story-wise, it seems really crazy to be like, well, my character has been charged with finding the living heir, and, like, you know, before the forces of evil can kill him, and, you know, Oblivion can take over the world and plunge it into darkness, you know. So, it's just like, in that sense, if you're like kind of role playing, getting into the role, like getting immersed, like you would be hurrying to like you know, save this character, you know. And yeah, it just kind of broke a little bit of immersion to me to like be like, well, no, actually, you know, after being charged with this crazy quest, no, I'm just gonna wander around as a wandering hero and you know, just kind of, you know, try to dick around and like gain experience and whatever. Like that's kind of like killed it a little bit for me, and I never really did play that mod very far. Like I tried to do the like, well, let me just wander the countryside and gain levels by adventuring, and it just didn't really click with me, so I never really did play, even though that's, I believe, generally considered the superior, oh my god, all these branches, the superior Oblivion experience compared to just vanilla unmodded Oblivion. So yeah, I don't know, it just like kind of felt a little odd to me. There you are, okay, or well, I'm assuming you're who we're looking for, just a new monster. It's not on the map, so I think this is the guy. I don't know why I always make these safety saves when I get here, but there I am, making a safety save. People will probably point out, like, one example from media where, like, it did happen, where there was a really urgent situation, but then the hero went off to level up. That is, of course, Empire Strikes Back, when they evacuate Hoth, and they're, like, escaping, and, like, we gotta, like, regroup and figure out how to stop the Empire. But then Luke heads off to Dagobah to meet Yoda and, like, train as a Jedi. So, yeah, okay, you got me. I guess that's true. That is a situation where that happened. I don't know. I guess after Hoth falls, it feels like a little bit of the urgency falls away. And of course, once Luke gets to, like... How does he learn about Bespin? I don't remember. Like, did he get, like, a Force Ghost, like, premonition? Did Yoda get one? It's been a real long while since I watched Empire. Oh, well. But anyway, when he learns about the situation at Bespin and his friends are in trouble, he abandons his training and leaves Dagobah, you know? Which, of course, is his downfall because he can't, like, take on Vader and he gets just completely bodied. So I guess he should have stuck around and kept training, like Yoda said. But, you know, like, from narrative point, it also made sense. Impetuous Luke worried for his friends to like take off like that. So, you know, I don't know. Like you can, it's kind of a counterpoint to what I'm saying, but it also has shades of what I'm talking about. I don't know. All I know is a lot of games also seem to like kind of like try to remove that sense of urgency, so that you know these games that are rather open and you can wander around adventuring, so that you have more of an excuse to like wander around and just be a adventuring guy. Like, you know, Witcher 3, you are trying to find Ciri, obviously, but like there isn't like, you know, like it's not like, well, Ciri's in immediate danger. Well, I don't know, because you like find leads and they're like, yeah, she's being chased by the Wild Hunt, but there is like this sense of like you gotta take your time and wander around and look for leads on what happened with Ciri, which kind of gives him an excuse for Geralt to just kind of traipse about the landscape and do like random side quest stuff while trying to figure out what happened to Ciri and like pick up her trail. So, you know, but that situation in Oblivion has kind of burned in my mind as like, you know, like it doesn't seem very appropriate to like traipse off on your own with that urgent a situation, but what do I know? Anything I can do to buff up here? Let's drop a crest on there. No, wait, it's not Law Crest, though. Oh, dear. Oh, God, this takes a while to do. But let's split duties, I guess, because, like, it's kinda Estelle who I want to be clocked up, so I'll just cast that on her. Of course, just also the real point, of course, is that you know that's not how Oblivion's supposed to be played with the mod. That's not the intended experience. So if you play it vanilla Oblivion, you can in fact wander off and you know, like follow along the main quest, no problem. It will like retain that like sense of urgency. But of course, a lot of people will say that that's not a very enjoyable way to play the game, you know, with the scalable enemies, and that's why I wanted to try that experience out a little bit. But then I guess I'm one of those weirdos who's like, I preferred it vanilla. I don't know, because it was a little bit tiresome to play regular Oblivion, you know, I won't deny. Although I don't hate it as much as a lot of people, I think. I don't know why I did that. I'm usually just buffing up all the time, but I guess I was like, I want to just like try to remove... Oh dear. Right, they were able to do petrification, so we gotta deal with that real quick. Lickety-splittity. Oh, nice, we can get that on. Estelle, we're gonna do that then. You know, I don't know what I'm thinking about Oblivion all of a sudden. Like, you know, that remastered game came out and people kind of, I was surprised. There wasn't like a lot of like, oh, there's Oblivion again. I guess we've got into that nostalgia point where people are like, hell yeah, just Oblivion. This game was really like, really janky back in the day. Delightful. Meadow Task. That's such a weird name for this move. Oh boy. Oh my god, okay, hold on. This damage is piling up too. Alright, so gotta take care of Estelle real quick. No, we gotta do a proper art. Is that a bit overkill? I think Tiara will get the job done. What are we doing here, though? Like, I'm not sure, like, what the plan is to deal with these buckos. We can't blind them. That little trick didn't work. I do want to do some damage here, because this prompt is here, so... But they're so spread out. This is like a real smart enemy, like, doing this, like, spread out trick here. I forgot that we got all of these, like, little buff spells here with, Tita as well. Ooh, but should I... Hold on, can she... She doesn't really have any... No, she does have Kyria. Alright. Get that out of there as well. Oh, are these guys weak against anything out of curiosity? No. Well, no, water. A little bit of water will take out the Fate Spitters. That's good. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm looking for La Forte. Ah, she's so fast she can get that spell right off. Fortunately, all three of them are going to be, like, doing their attacks next. Oh, boy. That roly-poly's taking forever, though. That's interesting. Okay. Get! Ah, that's not what I was looking forward to. Ah, we didn't even get a chance to use, her, you know, limit break there. So I think we're gonna use that in a second just so that it doesn't get wasted on these other two. Like, that's kind of what I've been worried about this whole time, that, like, they're gonna catch me, Ooh, actually... Hold on, I should do this right now because I'll catch both of these guys since I'm able to target the roly-poly. Let's just do that. Yeah, like, if two enemies target, like, one character, first with the petrification and someone else attacks, like, they'll catch both of them. That's what I've been worried about, and that's what happened to Estelle there, so not great. Kind of scary here as well, because, like, now... Like, someone's gonna attack Estelle here. I probably should have just used one of those healing items, which provides a whole lot of health. Ah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, Tita can't get over there to heal her up. Like, we can't reach her. The reviving bomb? No, she's so slow, so no help on that front. So we're just gonna have to... I don't know, like, these guys are really tough, honestly. Mountains of health, and, no. Ooh, Saint. Should drop that on. agates and really start piling in damage. Whatever. Yeah, Crest is not going to help with these guys and their tricks, so... Ah, geez, this one's hard. I guess I'll just attack normally so that we can build up a little bit of CP for her. Maybe pull out her minigun. Oh my... Is this the only move these Jackos have? Because this is... Okay, no. Just keep spamming that move. No, let's use the item now to get Estelle up. So let's see. Cure KO. Pepper Potage. What? Why are we so slow all of a sudden? Ah, oh, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna then cast Thelos again, and maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe they won't bully Estelle. I don't know why I expect to be so lucky, but... Ah! Ah! I think we're gonna game over this one, you guys. I couldn't really... They hit really damn hard. Alright, well...
Take that.
I'm gonna use that at least to get one of our heroes up. Oh, and you're freaking... Okay. Oop, managed to get that in there.
Let me show you the true essence of it.
Might as well give them a little bit to think about here. But we're kind of stuck now, I think. I don't think I can recover from this sitch, because, yeah, that's all three. No, wait, no. Still got one guy up here, of course, in addition to Olivier. He managed to just get up, but, Okay. Am I wasting my time here, but should I just call it quits? I don't know. I'll keep struggling. But, like, yeah, this is a bad encounter. Oh, God, come on, a heal for these guys.
How could I?
Yeah, I think this is over, because I can't, like, keep up anymore with my heals, so... Oh, boy, what am I gonna do about this encounter? Just try to take this guy with me. There we go, one guy down. Yeah, what am I gonna do about this encounter? Well, first of all, I've gotta use Estelle's. Estelle's limit break was unused in this encounter, so if I'd just done that. Yeah, but this sucks. That's their only attack is doing this, like, petrification jump, so that's rough. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna do the same follow-up, so let's... Ooh, that's gonna take a while. All these guys getting actions out of the way. I don't know. Let's launch a True Comet. No. Because these roly-polies, I think I gotta shut down real quick. Kind of like that, so... I'm going to use Clock Up EX on Olivier, actually. As healer, he might need a little bit of a speed up here, so... Darn, I can't catch all of them. Alright. Don't suppose we could do a chain with... Estelle and... Or Zagat? Well, that'll remove one of the roly-polies as well, so... I'm hoping, you know, good damage on these guys. That was really smart of the AI to have the, like, Fate Spinners split up also the way they did. Like, that almost planned. Ah, okay, so they got one other attack in their repertoire, and it's a arts canceling move. But that, of course, the AI is smart enough to only use it when, someone is actually using an art, so otherwise they're going to be doing that meadow thing, which is not great. And I wish they were a little bit more split up on the initiative tracker, but... It doesn't always work out now, does it? Alright, now I'm kind of using up these guys' CP, so I'm not sure, you know... Is this smart? I don't know, because, like, now we're not getting their limit breaks, but, like, eh.
Come on, everybody.
Leave it to me.
I'm gonna do that as well. Just gonna slip that in there as well. Ooh, nice. Catch all three of them.
Let me show you the true essence of music.
Just gonna try to overwhelm them with power before we get stuck in a healing loop here with... Okay, nice. One of them shut down. Because now this starts, and we got a better chances of keeping up with the loop before there's three of them acting, you know? Oh boy, okay. Okay, thankfully, Curia seems to be an easy spell to, like, cook up, right? So, that's good. Alright, Okay, good. No petrification there. That's lucky. That leap upon. You know what? That's fine. Quick speed up on Estelle. That'll do wonders. They're nastily spread out again, and because of their jumping moves, they don't really need to, like, form up. So this is a tricky stitch. Let's try to get Agate out of that trouble, because his turn's coming up in a bit. And let's drop La Forte on the crew with our sped up Estelle. We can get that right away. So now we can start really just bumping these guys. Alright, alright. I should take care of healing though. Like they also hit hard, so I want to make sure that we don't get surprised. I was also blindsided there just by like my characters really dropping in health. So we're gonna do that to make sure no nasty surprises come our way. And now... Ooh, should I play really risky here? Let's do it. Maybe a bad idea the way they keep, like, clobbering me, but hey, we can pull that off real quick. Unfortunately, can't get both of them in this area, but still. Is this with strength up and 200 CP? Oh no, it was close, but no cigar. Well, hopefully this didn't just ruin everything, because... Oh god, why would you? Okay. Alright, well, no worries. Kinda worries. Gotta use one of those potages now.
Take that.
We gotta get a heal going as well, real quick. Thankfully, this is something I kind of forget all the time. I really shouldn't. Tita has a pretty good healing craft here as well. 1500 health? I really gotta remember to use this more often, you know? Look at that. Feeling much better. Well, they didn't go after Agate, which was what I was afraid of when I used that Wild Rage there, so I guess that's good. Estelle's lost her speed again. Oh well. Should I recast it on her? Well, I can do it, so I guess... I'm thinking I should heal up Agate, but he's got a lot of health. I think he can survive a couple of hits from these guys, so I'm not too worried. But Estelle here, no strength on her, of course, either, because she got KO'd, but, like, this should be enough to put this guy down. Yes, perfect. Now we just gotta find a way to take this one guy down. He's still got a mountain of health, because we haven't been able to bully him all that much, so not good. But we're gonna go in anyway. Okay, that's a good hit. I did kind of win these by just having a big stockpile of CP to like pull off a whole bunch of hard-hitting moves. Not sure, otherwise I would have much had chances here. These guys were real tough. These tricks they were pulling were real nasty, so yeah. But a win you can walk away from is a good win. Exterminated the monster. These are moments I wish we had like a escape rope kind of item from like Pokemon to like quickly return back to town. Because now we gotta run all the way back to back to bows. And it's not the worst run in the world. Ravenue's fairly close to bows, but still a bit eek. Alright. Starting to run a little low on my stockpiles here. Not low, let's not exaggerate things, but like I had like 700 of some of these at one point, so don't know what's happening to all my Sepith all of a sudden. I guess I was opening slots. I guess that'll do it, right? Because that will eat up a bunch of Sepith, and I was kind of getting people up to snuff on that. The nice thing is we've almost got everybody locked up, or opened up, unlocked is the correct word, which means that we don't really need to worry about slots for higher end quartzes once we start getting those. So, you know, that's kind of cool. I haven't really been worrying about it either thus far, but there's been a couple times we've gotten like a high-end quartz that needs the upgraded slot, and has this been here this whole time, and I've managed to miss it? Yeah, well, I've been running through here like this, and yeah, alright, cool. Softening bomb. Ever notice nobody else is running around looting these things? Why do you think that is? Great question. That's just on the road over there. Maybe they have bad camera angles as well. I don't know. Alright, but good. So now, after this, we are good to go on that dragon hunt at last. Now we can return back to immersion. Verisimilitude is back in business. Just pretend this little jaunt wasn't this huge deal, you know? Let's go turn this in. Hello. Nice, another chunk of cash. I think we're okay with items, so I'm not sure I'm gonna go to the item shop and try to like buy new gear for our folks. I think I'll do okay for now if we just go to Nable Valley. So I'm just gonna pick out.
Hey, how's it going? Need me to sub in, huh? I'm game.
Who are we gonna sub in though? Chloe? All right, she's level 59. It's her or Zin. So there we go.